Let's talk to Chen Jiahe, who's Chief Investment Officer at Novem Arcae Technologies. Good to see you. Welcome to the programme. So what does this liquidation petition mean for Country Garden? How serious is it?
Well, this is certainly not a good news, but for the developers with a lot of leverage, they didn't have too much good news in the past few years. Overall speaking, this petition is not compulsory, so Country Garden still have ways to cope with it, and there remains a large chance that they can fix it. But clearly, the market is not too happy about it. Today, its stock price has dropped by 12.5%. But for other developers with much less leverage, the situation is better. We can see there are still many developers working pretty well, especially those with smaller amount of leverage. Actually, one of my friends just talked to me this morning that he felt good about the deleverage action that his company did in the past few years. Only for developers with a large amount of financial leverage, the situation is a bit hard. But you know, this is how the market works. Risk control is always priority for companies.
Let's look at the Hong Kong property measures, because it scrapped cooling measures for residential property. How have the markets reacted to that?
Well, we have seen that the stock market has rose rapidly after the policy has been announced. Most of the Hong Kong real estate developers have been rising by around 3% to 6%. But in the trading session in the afternoon, the stock market fell back again, partly influenced by a bad day in the mainland market, especially for the small cap companies. So basically speaking, the stock market has been performing slightly positive to this news. I think the market is waiting for the market performance after the policy. That is to say, stock investors are not too sure about how the real estate market will react to the new policy in the long term. But since the market is already at a bottom level for Hong Kong real estate developers, and we can see some dominant shareholders are also increasing their stakes in the companies, they're buying shares back. Then buying the stable companies at this time might be a good idea.
So it seems like the markets have welcomed these measures then, but do you think that longer term they will actually make a difference?
Well, for the long run, sure, the new policy will help out. Less taxation will bring more trade and will bring more buyers to the market in Hong Kong. But the real U-turn of the market requires more things. The most important thing will be the economy and the stock market of Hong Kong. For example, if there comes a bull market of the Hong Kong stock market, which we are expecting, then there will be a positive support to the real estate market as well, because only with more money from economic activities and the stock market, then people will have more money to rent and buy the properties in the long term.
And what about China's property sector more broadly? We know, of course, it's been through a difficult period. Is it starting to come out the other side?
Well, currently we are seeing that the real estate market in mainland is stabilizing. It is showing in multiple aspects, such as the price is stabilizing in large cities, the trading volume is starting to stable, and very importantly, the building process of houses are stabilized. The risk of unfinished building is reduced. Currently, we don't see a bull market yet, but since the rental yield is still pretty low, which is staying at around or even less than 2%, then a bull market might not be something that the mainland property market wants anyway. What is the best for this market would be a stable market that holds for years. Then with the rising of income and social wealth and per capita GDP, there will be more purchasing power for the real estate market, which will finally support the market in the long term.
Chen Jiahe, good to talk to you. Thank you for joining us. That's Chen Jiahe from Novem Arcae Technologies.
Thank you.